All right, we are live for our final Grand Slam trivia question. We have one very special player who's going for the actual Grand Slam. We'll be able to join the likes of Rod Laver, Ollie. So hopefully Ollie has made it out to tonight's broadcast because there's a lot on the line. We'd hate for a default to happen. Matt,
right.
How are you doing today? I know you've had a busy day out there at the ranch.
Doing great. A lot of fun stuff today for people who are going to watch what I was producing. I'm pretty proud of the videos I churned out today. I made 3 awesome videos for TennisCon ticket holders.
Yeah.
Are you ready for sharing?
Yeah, I am ready for sharing. You got a little story for us?
Sure. Oh, Ollie's there.
Ollie's
here.
Good to see
you, Ollie.
Yeah. Hey, Ollie, before you share, look at this. Ollie, look what I got for you today. John Newcomb signed hat.
Awesome.
And I will tell you, I'm serious. As I had John Newcomb sign this, I was just watching him sign it. It's a little cheesy maybe, but I literally got chills and goosebumps just realizing how special this is, what we've been able to do. And the way he wrote his name, why can't I figure out how to get this in there? It just was so cool. I mean, and so just an awesome experience. Anyway, Matt, tell us about your experience today.
Is it showing the picture I put on the screen right now?
Oh, well, I can do that. I'm dropping the ball on my buddy Matt. Okay, there you go.
That's okay. So I talked to a lot of legends today, and I just realized I don't have a picture of Owen Davidson, but Owen Davidson, probably one of the greatest mixed doubles players of all time, won a lot of his majors with Billie Jean King. Anyways, right here we got Mark Woodforde, Australian tennis legend. He's won 17 majors. I think 12 are doubles and 5 are in mixed doubles, and I believe 7 are at Wimbledon. He got a lot of Wimbledon doubles titles. So I talked to Mark Woodforde, gave me a great interview. One of the things we've been talking to a lot of the legends about is how do you deal with nerves, and what are some bad habits you had in your game, things were weaknesses, and how do you hide them, work on them, make them better. So great answers, especially from Woodforde and Johan Kriek. And I found, when I was talking to these guys about nerves and what they did, I found some clips on YouTube that I was able to use, like this one with Goran Ivanisevic playing Mark Woodforde in the second round. And you can tell in this match, he's pretty nervous, but he manages to play well enough to make it competitive. He did lose this match. Another thing you should take a look at is, look how red that hair used to be, Pete.
Yeah.
It's pretty red, huh?
Yeah, but Mark Woodforde, I got to say, he looks pretty sharp. He's keeping it together.
Yeah, Mark looks really good. I was watching another clip I almost used. I didn't use this one. It was Boris Becker and Woodforde playing. And it's just such a high level of tennis. You watch it and you think, like, well, those guys could hang today. If they were young today with our players, the game they had back then, I think it would still work. They were hitting the ball big enough, and they were so good at net. Anyways, and I was wondering to myself, Boris Becker, he ain't out there playing today like we see Woodforde. He's all banged up.
Yeah.
Anyways, here's Johan Kriek, who's out there playing this week and looking pretty good too. Johan Kriek, same thing he was talking about, and I found a couple great pictures of Johan Kriek. Take a look at this. This is Johan Kriek beating John McEnroe. See the handshake? Can you tell McEnroe lost from the picture?
I can kind of see it. It's like there's some New York attitude going on there.
So one thing people might not know about Johan Kriek is he had some attitude. That was what his weakness was when he spoke to me, was that he was a hothead on the court and he had to work on it. Well, I thought this was another side of Johan I saw. At the end, after they shake hands, take a look at what Johan does. A little sarcastic kiss blown to the crowd.
Nice.
And then I talked to Dickie Stockton, who is just great. I talked to him last year about the same topics. And he's a little more old school than Kriek and Woody. But I managed to I couldn't find videos of him on YouTube, but I did find some pretty sweet pictures. Check out the young Dickie Stockton.
Nice. And Dick Stockton is doing some great things with his life right now, giving back to the armies. He goes out to army bases and teaches, everybody, the families, the kids, how to play. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah. It's really cool.
Matt and I want to make one of those. We might go down to Florida. So got to be on our best behavior for that, Matt.
this December we may go to the which base is it? The military base near Miami. I can't think of it now. Is it Homestead? Something like that. Air Force Base
will help us out. But yeah, it's pretty amazing stuff all these guys are doing. All right, this is the final Grand Slam trivia. We're going to get right into it. It's U.S. Open. The questions are really, really good. Again, you've got to be on your game. And we are not going to type in the questions. Now, I'm not sure if you guys are doing this or not, but you can, as I was doing my questions and kind of doing some research, like, oh, you can just put that right into Google and off you go and get the answer. So I think we speak clearly enough, and this is how we're going to play. So I'm going to ask the first question. Matt is the scorekeeper. And
hey, Bill Jahan said Ollie's flying to the USA tomorrow to grab the racket for himself.
Yeah, oh, please do. That would cut down my – come on, Ollie. I'll give you a lesson.
And bring me a good bottle of scotch.
Yeah, we have to meet. We have to meet some of these people one time. There's so many people we're meeting, but we got to meet more, Matt.
Jimmy Dean knows. Jimmy Dean said it is Homestead Air Force Reserve base. I do remember that part.
Nice job, Jimmy Dean. Okay, here we go. First question. This is a good one. Who did Lendl beat on Super Saturday to advance to the finals?
This is 1984, right?
Yes, good for you, Matt. I remember this day very well. Very well.
I don't remember it because I wasn't alive yet, but I remember watching it.
It was a brilliant.
I watched the YouTube clips. It's really cool stuff, especially the McEnroe match.
Has anybody come up with the answer yet?
Oh, I think I saw the YouTube clips. No, it's really cool stuff. Oh, Scott Meeks got it. I'm hearing some echo from your side, Pete.
I just turned it off.
Scott Meeks has 1 point. Thanks, Pete. Scott Meeks put it first. Ollie Patton or Peyton
second, and Jim third. Yep.
Jim Piggio.
Yep.
Do you remember what Murphy Jensen said about pigeons? You find the pigeon in a doubles match. You find the weaker player and you attack him. Find the pigeon.
Yeah.
Remember the Jensen brothers? They won the French Open in '93. So, do you remember what Murphy said? Do
the exact line. Give it to us.
Well, since they won the French Open, he said, in France, they say pigeon.
That's right. That's right.
That's pretty funny.
Okay.
All right. Next question.
Second question. Same day at night. Oh, I love this match. I've watched this so many times on YouTube.
Me too.
Mac beat on Super Saturday at night in a classic 5-setter?
Who did McEnroe beat at the U.S. Open in the semifinals Super Saturday 1984? Scott Meeks nailed it, man. Scott Meeks loves the game.
Scott is going for the upset, isn't he?
Yeah, Thin Air is back, right? And Thin Air with a 0.5. And Ollie, wow. Ollie only has 0.75 now, but at least he's putting up some form of points.
Nice. Oh, I didn't even tell you. Go ahead. You got your third one?
Yeah, I got him. I was just going to say, I saw someone say it looked like they were third or second in front of someone else. It's all internet connection. We can only go by what I see on YouTube on my connection. So your computer may show you ahead of somebody else if you don't have fast as internet as them. Fortunately for Ollie, he's got the best internet in the world.
All right, so I forgot to tell you, tonight's broadcast is sponsored by Play Your Court. Go to playyourcourt.com. They are awesome. Scott and Nate also have some great online videos. They're very entertaining. Kind of remind me of me and you, Matt, although
commercials are great.
We're a little funnier.
But I thought so, but I wouldn't say it.
But they are funny too. They are funny too. Very likable. Okay.
Nice cameras.
So anyway, what they're going to do, they're going to give, and I believe this should be the first prize. They're going to give a 6-lesson package with any coach of their choice from Play Your Court. Okay, 6 lessons from free. That's really nice. That's a over
nice deal.
Depending on where you are, that could be a $500, $600, $700 value right there. Okay. Then the next one they're doing is they're going to give lifetime access to the Play Your Court membership that pairs you with evenly skilled players for convenient matches and practice sessions. Not only do we help you find practice partners, we give you everything you need to improve your game, including weekly video instruction, insider pricing, gear and apparel, and flexible challenge leagues for under $6 a month, but you get it free when you win here tonight. That's second place. Third place is the Lifetime Access Player Court Plus. Oh, no. I'm sorry. That's third place because second place is it's Player Court Plus is everything you get in your Player Court membership, unlimited access, every video tip, every product you've ever created. So that's a little more special. Yeah, pretty awesome.
Very awesome stuff,
That's what
Pete.
you're getting. Okay, let's continue on with the game. Thank you, Player Court.
Fair Torado says all he's got NASA internet. He's a spaceman.
Okay. On the same day, who won the women's final? And we will accept if you type in the first name. You can do first name or last name. Go.
Same day, Super Saturday. Who won the women's final?
Scott.
Can you see me,
Thin
Pete?
Air. Ollie, Scott, Thin Air. Matt is.
We're taking first name.
Huh?
We're
Scott.
taking first names.
Yes. Oh, although Scott did not get it because he spelled it wrong. It's not Ollie.
Martiva. It's a typo, but we
got
said
it.
we're not doing typos. Thin Air gets half a point. That sucks for Scott. That would put him clean out front of Ollie still. Now it's very close.
And Jamie Rickenberger.
Rinkenburglers.
Burglars. I should call it burglars like you do. Oh, you're
I
funny.
say anyone with a burger in their name, I say that. Do you like Beat Burger, Pete?
I do.
Really?
Do I like what did you ask me?
Beat Burger? It's
I
a
don't-
German beer.
I don't know.
Great beer.
Oh, is it? We'll have to have one together. Okay. Here we go.
Jamie says no burglars.
Who
It's a
did
shame because I just thought of a great joke I could have done tonight. I would do it if we had a noted trivia night, but we don't, unfortunately.
All right, here we go. This is a good one. Who did Sampras beat to win his first U.S. Open title? Go, guys.
Who did Pete Sampras beat to win his first U.S. Open title?
Yep.
I believe it's. I know.
Ben,
Did they nail it? Didn't Victor Manon get it?
yes. Jason got
Can I
second.
throw a bonus question in?
GJ got it. Okay, write down the scores, Matt. And then
And
you're going to throw in a
Patra Manan- Krishnasamy. 1 point. Nice job, Venkataraman. Who got it after that? Jason Lane?
Yep, and then GJ.
G. J. Yeah, it's in the game. Okay, bonus question is who did Sampras beat in the 1990 U.S. Open semifinals before he got his first Grand Slam title? I think he was 19.
Okay, that's an official question, guys. Ask that one more time, Matt.
Who did Pete Sampras beat in the semifinals of the 1990 U.S. Open?
Yep. Francisco got it.
Nice. That's another one of my all-time favorite matches to watch from history. Francesco.
Wait, was it Mac or was it Lendl? I think McEnroe was quarterfinals.
Look it up. I'm pretty sure it's Mac.
Oh. All right, look at all the ones. The answers are
I
flowing.
think Lindell was finals.
Huh?
I'm gonna Google. Lindell was quarterfinals. 1990 U.S. Open.
No.
Yes, I know it was. You're wrong, Pete. I'm gonna look at the draw. The final, Sampras beats Agassi 6-4, 6-3, 6-2. The semifinal, Sampras beats Mac in 4 sets.
Oh.
And the quarterfinals, Sampras beats Lindell in 5 sets.
Wow, that's my dyslexia.
No one thought he would have. That's it. No one thought he would have the legs left to take on McEnroe
Wow.
because he's 19. He's a teenager. You see a teenager have a 5-set match in the quarterfinals of a major today. You think they're going to come beat one of the all-time greats in the next round?
I knew Mac was in trouble. Sampras was wailing consistently 119 mile an hour second serves.
Yeah, Mac had trouble with the serve, and Sampras was passing him a lot at the net too. It's a cool match, though. That was one of the matches I used to watch a lot to try to learn how to play tennis when I was just starting to play.
Yeah.
Fortunately, not seeing their technique too well.
All right.
Oh, do you want to hear my joke I was going to try?
Go ahead. Tell
we
the
had
joke.
another night of trivia.
Tell the
So
joke.
since at the ranch, like they just have giant coolers full of beers, and there's always like 10 different types. So how funny it would be if I had like every type of beer. Every time I took a sip, it was a different beer. I only have 2 tonight. Doesn't work. Wouldn't that be great?
That would have been hysterical. A good comedy stick.
I would just keep going. I wouldn't say a word until someone noticed. Jesus, Matt, how many different beers do you have there?
And then you should bring out different food too, like a chicken wing, a lobster.
A lobster tail. Great. That's even better, Pete.
Next year we'll have to get you next year we'll get you a bib, Matt, and you can wear it. Okay. All right, here we go.
I think so too, Patty Benda. Who got points on the last question? Oh, good point. We were debating over who got it right or not.
So it was the Mac.
People were like, let's go really fast tonight. And it's like the slowest night of all the trivia nights.
Do you have it? Can you look it up? It was
I'm looking.
It's the McEnroe answer.
So Francesco was first. So I put him a point. And then that's when I started searching. Who went next? Jason Lane gets a half a point. Nice job, Jason Lane. So that puts him in contention.
Jason's playing wrong tonight.
And Ollie managed to sneak in a quarter point. There you go. Ollie ties Scott Meeks at 2 points. Good thing I asked the bonus question. All right. What's next, Pete? I like this.
This is a good questions tonight. I remember this off the top of my head, guys. I just want you to know this next question.
Yeah, I'll give you a hint. There's a really easy way to remember the answer to this one.
Who did Lendl lose to in the 1988 final at the U.S. Open? Who did Lendl lose to? 1988. This is a tough one.
In the U.S. Open final, who did Lendl lose to? Ding, 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 ding. Ollie got it. Venkata Menon puts up half a point. Ollie has 3. He moves into first place.
And then
like a champ.
What is
like
that?
Like a 3-time slam champ.
Say that, Matt. You're good with the names.
Venkata Menon and then GJM. GJM with the court.
Okay, GJ.
GJ. You can say that name, huh?
Yep. I did see somebody up there said they loved watching my Rick Macy video.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. And just so you guys know, we're coming to the home stretch of being able to watch this stuff for 40 hours for free. So make sure you get your lifetime access pass. If you're on my email,
a lot of good stuff is going up later because it takes so much time for me to go around and shoot these things and then edit all this stuff. So we're going to have a ton of stuff just flood in.
Yeah, a lot of stuff coming this weekend. And then also on Sunday night, I got an exclusive interview with Gigi Fernandez. So
nice. Gigi is always a treat. Real quick,
I
wanted to say, Pete, am I right? I said the last answer, Matt Wilander beats Lendl in the 1988 U.S. Open final. I said there's a really easy way to cheat. Know the answer to that because of the year. Didn't he win 3 that year or all 4 even?
He won 3. He became number 1 in the world, and then he literally just fell off. It was weird. He had the
face of the earth. Yeah, he didn't win all 4. No one's done that since 1969, since Rocket, right?
Yeah, he won 3 out of 4. He completely dominated. And the weird thing about Matt's is throughout his entire career, he was consistently in the top 5. I mean, if he got out of the top 5, he was like 6 or 7. He was right in there many times 2, 3, 4. And as soon as he became number 1 in the world and dominated that year, it's like, all right, I guess I'm done. I've accomplished all I need. And he fell off the face of the earth after that. Kind of weird.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very weird.
Does everybody
drop out of the top 10?
Remember this? Do you guys remember this? Matt, do you remember that?
Mm-mm.
That's what Matt would do when he'd hit a winner. You'd come to the net, he'd pass, you'd go, pretty cool celebration. I don't know where he came up with that.
That's Leighton Hewitt.
Did Leighton Hewitt do that too? Matt's did it first. That was
Leighton Hewitt did like a V.
Yeah, well, Matt's maybe it was a W for Matt's. Maybe Matt's was his favorite player. Think about that.
Yeah, I love it. Hey, Ringo said some of the bonus stuff didn't play that we sent out.
When?
Yeah, which video specifically? Help us with that.
I think the first time I sent it out, it didn't play, but it's playing now. And let me know if it's not, because that.
Yeah, try it again. Yeah, whatever it was, it's fixed because I'm looking, because I can see I'm going through the Coffee Break Tennis YouTube unlisted and all the bonus content, and they all have a lot of views. So it's working for hundreds of people.
Okay, cool. Technology, I'll tell you.
I'll tell you.
Okay,
right on,
next question. Matt will love this question. How many U.S. Open titles does Federer have? How many U.S. Open?
Oh, I know.
Ollie says absolutely awesome too.
Boom, boom, boom! I knew Ollie would get it. That's why I love Ollie. 4 points for Ollie. Can I ask a bonus question? Half a point for Senor Decio.
Get all the points and then
Signorino.
Question. Matt would like to ask a
bonus question.
Ask a bonus question, get all the points situated, then ask the question.
Decio. Rinkenberg. That puts him at half a point. Man, there was a big roar in the conference room. They're going nuts in there for something. They must have just announced the winners.
They're doing winners and presents.
Yeah, it's fantasy week, so everyone's been battling. In fact, I got to win for the Musselman. I hope the Musselman won since I put a W on the board for him. But there's like how many matches? 50 total. Like the winning team will be like 55 to something else, right?
Yeah, they got 100 campers a day going out there battling for 3 days straight. Singles and doubles.
Split up on 4 teams. It's gotta be hundreds of matches.
It's epic, guys. If you guys can do this one day in your life and do it soon, you should come out to the Tennis Fantasy Week. It is a bucket list experience, and you will
5 days in your life.
So if you're somebody who's had a successful life and have a little extra money in the bank, do this. You will not regret it.
Yeah, it's just the best. It's amazing how many guys are here. I found an old promo video from like 8 years ago when they were on the 25th anniversary. Now they're on the 33rd anniversary. And they're interviewing different guys who were there, and I recognized almost all of them. They looked a little younger, but they're all here.
Yeah.
And they were here last year and the year before.
Yeah, that's the amazing thing is they say, rookies, raise your hand. There's some rookies, but it's mostly people returning year after year.
All right, bonus U.S. Open question, sneak attack in case you get lulled. Which years did Roger Federer win his 5 U.S. Open titles? Go!
What is this? What's the
did I say McEnroe? I meant Roger Federer.
No, you said
5 Federer U.S. Open titles.
You're watching all 5 years.
5.
Matt's given. Do you guys hear that? You got to type in 5 years of he's winning, and Matt's
Ollie did it.
Follow it.
I knew Ollie would get it. That's almost like cheating. Ollie gets 5 points. Wow. He goes from 4 to 5. It's easy because they're in a row. Federer won 5 in a row.
Did he?
2009 is when he lost to Del Potro. Yeah, 04 through 08. Ollie nailed it. I knew Ollie would get it instantly. It's almost unfair.
He pulled a
Patty Bandla is another huge Fed fan. Guess what? She should have just wrote 2004-2008 like Ollie. She would have got it. She gets a half a point.
That's amazing.
She wrote it out. She typed it, which is amazing too. That's the love for Fed. All right.
Oh, okay.
Patty Bandla on the board, and Rickenberger gets a quarter point. That puts him at 0.75. All right, Pete, take it over.
Next question. How many U.S. Open titles does Serena have?
It's raining again. It's raining hard. How many? You're on the board, Patty Bandla. Fed forever. How many titles does Serena have?
Ollie's starting to get real hot. Fair's next, friend. And then David Lee.
Wow. Bear Tirado is on the board. Half a point. And you said David Lee put up the quarter point?
Yep.
Quarter of a point. All right. Nice.
Oh, this is a good one.
I didn't know how many U.S. Open titles Serena has. I have no idea.
After tonight, do yourself a favor. Look up this match on YouTube. It is pretty interesting. You got to watch to the end. Who walked off the court skipping the trophy presentation in 1981 men's final? Who walked off the court? Didn't even stay for the trophy presentation. No. Yes, David Lee.
Yes, David Lee. Nice.
Yes. Ollie, yes. David Lee first, Scott second, Ollie third. Yep, he just walked off. He like almost like never to be seen again. Not soon after that, he officially retired.
This was 81.
Yeah. Just walked off the court.
So when did McEnroe beat Borg at Wimbledon? What year was that?
I think it was 81.
Oh, 2 in a row was too much for Borg.
Yeah.
That's what did it. He's like, okay, I see how this is going.
McEnroe
start losing everything to Mac. I'm out.
That's what he felt, because McEnroe gave him obviously all he could handle in the 1980 final. Then he beat him in 81. And McEnroe also won 79, 80, and 81 U.S. Open. So Borg was like, I'm used to winning 5 in a row, 6 in a row. Like, I'm not used to this. So, all right. Here we go, guys. Next question.
Can you hear that, Pete? Can you hear the rain through my earbuds? It's loud.
I don't hear from you, but right here, I'm by a window, very loud.
It's so funny. Can I tell them a behind-the-scenes story at the ranch?
Go ahead.
Okay, so there's this guy here who literally beat Tsitsipas at Junior Wimbledon a few years ago. And then there's one camper who's like a 5.5, is a really good player, played D1 college tennis. And they had like a rally game. And we posted it, right, Pete?
Yeah.
Anyone who's been watching TennisCon, you might have saw this. They played a rally game to 11 with hand feeds. And when I was editing it, Pete said, that guy's not going 100%. Like, he's not going hard, right?
I did.
Yeah, Pete knows. I mean, I knew, but Pete really said, I didn't notice it as much. I thought, like, I don't know. Maybe I'm gullible. I believe a lot. I'm very naive. Anyway, so Pete called it right away and said, this guy he's not even really trying that hard. I thought he was trying because there were some pretty cool points in there. So I talked to him and I said, did you go to 100%? And he said, no. And they were going to play today a real set where they actually went hard. And this guy who beat Tsitsipas, his top 800 ATP player earlier this year, he said, I'm going to go really hard and I'm going to get this guy. And then they start warming up. They do an ATP and I get my camera out. It was going to be so awesome. And then it started pouring rain. So we'll never get that match. Everyone leaves tomorrow. Everyone flies back home tomorrow. We'll never get it. We'll never see what happens.
It will never happen. And right before the match, it was interesting. The ATP guy goes, if he dies, he dies.
That didn't happen.
That did not happen. All right. Here we go. Who beat Sampras in the 1997 final? A complete shocker.
Who beat Sampras in the 97 Wimbledon final?
No, U.S. Open final. No. I have not seen the
I gotta look at the sheet. Oh, I knew this. This was 97. See, if you would have said like 2000, I would have answered this. Was it really 97?
97.
Wow. No wonder the guy's retired. Yeah, everyone's guessing stuff. I would have said Raptor, Stych, Agassi. Agassi would be a shock.
No one's got it yet, right?
No, not Hewitt.
Nope.
Not Raptor. Think about the other guy who's about the same age as those guys. Not Philippoussis. Philippoussis never won a major.
Wow, this
Sampras didn't beat himself.
Ollie got it. That was our toughest question.
Can we confirm that, Ollie? Was it really 97?
Yes, fair. I looked it up, man.
That is the most stumped we've had this group.
Yeah,
all week, Pete. That's amazing.
So Ollie, fair second, David Lee third, and I am so proud of myself for coming up with that question. Even harder than Joel.
Uh-oh. We're getting some spell checks. I thought my instinct was I would have said 2000. Some people are saying it's not 97, Pete.
What? Oh no.
Oh yes.
No wonder no one did it.
I was about to say. Did really? Because when did Safin win his next major? Was that 2003 or 2004? He
Okay.
beat Federer
And who
at
was
the Australian Open.
So the correct answer is Rafter. Gosh,
Rafter beat Greg Ruzetsky, and Sampras, he lost in the fourth round to
oh
Korda.
my God! All right, we'll give the person who gave Rafter the answer the credit and dock me my pay. Oh my gosh, how humiliating!
Ferris says, "Give me the half point." I knew it. I should have trusted my gut. So I was stunned. Really, 97? Okay. Yeah. So who had it first? We better move on. We need to reset the news cycle and make sure everyone forgets this.
That's humiliating. I'm so sorry, guys. That's terrible.
Everyone gets 1 point and we move forwards.
That's Bush League. All right, let's see trying to see the first person who got it right. The first person.
David Lucas said 6-0.
Scott Meeks gets the 1 point. He got it right.
All right, nice. Oh, that means Scott Meeks has half of all his total score.
GJ got the next one, and then Francisco got it. Sorry, guys. That is just
Norino. All right, 1.75 for Francisco with your quarter point. We just ruined trivia. We're never doing it again. Next question.
Okay, here we go. Gonna bounce back. Who did Edberg beat in the longest match, 5 hours and 26 minutes at the U.S. Open?
I don't know. Are you sure that's the longest match?
Well, according to Google, it was. Okay, David Lee got it. GJ got it. Scott Meeks got it.
David Lee, 1 point. That puts him at 2.25. Who's second?
DJM. Yep.
GJ, you're at 1.5. Scott Meeks puts the quarter point and gets a little closer to Ollie. Just a little more than half of Ollie's score. Ollie leads with 7 1/4. Scott Meeks 3 3/4. And no one else is even in the neighborhood. David Lee at 2 1/4. It's pretty good. So David Lee's got a shot at third and second place for sure. It's going to be tough to stop Ollie from being Rod Laver, the first man to do it since 1969.
Wow, that's amazing.
Ollie says David Lee said Agassi.
He should be a legend next year. He should be a legend here at this camp.
Ooh, David Lee did say Agassi. GJM gets the point. So deduct the half from GJM. He's at 2. And Scott Meeks gets the half a point. So that puts Scott Meeks at 4, actually.
Wow.
And who comes after Scott Meeks? David Lee gets the quarter point. I don't see David Lee on here. Oh, there he is. Okay, so David Lee goes to 2.5. David Lee is a clear third place, but Francesco is at 1.75 and Ben Kusterman on at 1.5. Those guys have a shot at third place. Everyone's got a shot at third place. All right, you ready, Pete?
I am ready. Okay, this is a good one. I say that every question. They're all good questions. Who was
a great sport
playing when she got defaulted out of the U.S. Open final? Who was she playing against when she got defaulted out of the U.S. Open final?
I can't remember how it happened. I do remember it. I just can't remember why.
Well, we got Francisco got the right one. Ben Kentraman got the right one. And Ollie.
Francisco moves to 2.75, which puts him in, I believe that puts him in third place.
Yeah. Serena.
And Ben Kusterman get a half a point?
Yeah. Serena, that was the match where she said, I'm going to take this ball and I'm going to jam it down your blanking throat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the one with Clijsters?
Yeah, that might get you defaulted. Yeah.
Someone said Osaka. Almost, not quite.
No, she just got the game taken away. It ruined it. It definitely changed the match, but she was not.
Oh, that one. She's had a few. I was thinking about the one where she got a point penalty, or they took a point away from her after she did hit a winner, but she yelled "Come on" while Sam Stosur was still on the ball, and Stosur won. For some reason, I was thinking that was the one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Kleister. Now, what year was that?
Oh, I don't know, Matt. I don't know that one. Is Kleister still trying to make her come back or not? Did she like come back and then quit, or is she still trying?
Well, she hadn't played anywhere yet. She just announced she was going to do it. I thought, I remember that story. I can't remember if she was going to try it next year, though.
Okay.
Like she's getting ready now, and next year she actually plays. Yeah, okay. Miss Patty Bandla nailed it. She's come back in 2020.
All right.
All
cool.
right. Next up.
Next question. How many U.S. Open titles does the great John Newcombe have in singles?
And what surface was it on?
Oh, that's a good question, too.
Wow.
So,
David Lee said 3.
Ollie got it.
Ollie got it. Wow,
And
Ollie's gonna, Ollie just to like really blow us away.
Jamie
So check
got
this
it.
out. Ollie
Rinkenberger.
won. Ollie won the French Open with I wrote it on paper on the first night, so I don't have that. I don't remember the score, but Ollie won the French Open with 6 1/4.
And
He
Ball-
won Wimbledon with 7 3/4, and Ollie is now at 8.5 points. I just want to see if Ollie can make it to double-digit points.
Wow.
That's what I'm watching for.
He's getting stronger. Ball is life got it, too.
All right, who was second and third? Rinkenberg and Ball's life. Okay.
I'm not sure if
Rinkenberg moves to 1.25, and Ball is life. I hope that's a tennis ball. Moves, gets 1/4 of a point. How many questions we got left?
Let's see.
Not many.
Not many. That was number 12. Okay.
Okay, so we got 8.
Joining us
8
Sunday
questions
night.
left. It's anyone's game.
Join us Sunday night, which is closing night. On Sunday night, it's not closing night, but Tennis Con 3 is going to jump up to 197. Which
Ooh, it might as well be closing night.
if you're watching Tennis Con and you see all the people that we've interviewed and the bonus things we're doing at the ranch, 197, in my opinion, is still a steal. But it's going to jump up to 197 on Sunday night. But Gigi Fernandez is going to we're gonna close strong with that. A big party. Gigi Fernandez. So I had to put a Gigi Fernandez question in. How many U.S. Open doubles titles does Gigi Fernandez have?
How many U.S. Open doubles titles does Gigi Fernandez have? Go!
Yes, it's a nice solid number.
That's the one I wouldn't know the answer to.
And Chatraman has it.
Wow. Nice job.
Scott, second.
3 points for Venkataraman.
Scott second and Jason third. Scott Meek second, Jason Lane third.
Anytime Ollie doesn't even pick up 1/4 point, it gives the guys below a chance. Who was third again? Jason Lane?
Yeah.
1.25. There we go, baby. All right, next question.
It's like, so you're saying there's a chance. Like, it's amazing. With everything, you have like tour players. There's people on here, but it's like the same players. It's like these are the professionals of tennis trivia. They're the best in the world, Matt, at this game.
Yeah, if I look at the leaderboard from the other nights,
it's always the same. It's amazing.
Venkataraman on, GJM, Kuro Yasha. I haven't seen him, though.
Okay, here's the next question. Question number 14. This is a good question. What is the main stadium court named at the U.S. Open?
Main stadium court name at the U.S. Open. This is easy. If you don't nail this, your internet's real slow.
Jimmy Dean says it's computer speed. So it's like they're on steroids. Ollie, Thin Air, David Lee. Ollie first, Thin Air second, David Lee third.
Ollie is 0.5 point from 10. Thin Air was second.
Mm-hmm.
And David Lee was third.
I believe that's what I said. Let me go back and confirm.
That's it. And I'm going to check on Miss Patty Bandla. She said on the previous question, a ton of people were wrong. No, the way I see it, Patty Bandla got it right, but she was like 5th. Okay.
Okay. Nice job.
Next.
Matt is on it. Okay. Who did Agassi beat to get his first U.S. Open win? Who did Agassi beat in the final to get his first U.S. Open win? There we go, Ollie. And that wasn't a timing thing. We had lots of people answering, but they were answering it wrong. Jamie, 2nd. Kathy, 3rd.
People are going to think we're feeding all of the answers or something. How is he so good?
A lot of people got that wrong first, so that was not a computer speed one.
Yeah. Rinkenberg goes to 1.75. This is a game where everyone plays for 2nd and 3rd place. And Ollie just wins. Who was 3rd after Rinkenberg?
Oh, I left the focus. Let's see. Ollie got the first one. Jamie, 2nd one. Kathy is on the board.
Kathy Welch, welcome.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it's Kathy. I can see it.
Way to go, Kathy.
0.25. We got a couple people with 0.25 now. 3 of them. Jim Pigeon. Ball is life. Kathy Welch. Hashtag rigged. All right, next.
Did someone say hashtag rigged, or did you just make
They didn't say I said hashtag. They said rigged. Get out a hashtag. Who did Djokovic lose to in his first U.S. Open final? And I'll give you a bonus point if you can give me the year. Boom, go.
Okay.
Who did Djokovic lose to in his first U.S. Open final? What was the year? Nice, fair. There's another point on the board. Just say the year. All right, Ollie gets a point for the year.
Fair, Jason, Scott. Man, they got that quick.
Yeah. All right. So Fair Tirado moves to 1.5. Jason Lane. We got a lot of people with points. Moves to 1 3/4. And who was after that? Scott Meeks. I will always accept Fed as an answer. 4.75. And then no one said the year until Ollie, who moves to.
Are you sure you don't want to give it to thin air? Because, it does take a little extra to get the in there. Better. It's like having to spell
Did
Brett.
thin air get the year at least?
Huh?
JCO got the year in GJM. GJM gets a 1/4 point. JCO gets a 1/2 point, which moves him to 3.25. And you said thin air?
Well, thin air, right? Spelled it correct. Right under Scott.
Give
him a point.
I will throw thin air a 1/4 point.
All right.
That moves him to 1 3/4.
I think it's only fair.
It's only fair. All right. Next question.
Next question is, who did Djokovic beat to win his first U.S. Open title? Yeah.
I don't remember this match.
Fair got it. He remembers.
Ollie, I'm sure, remembers
Jimmy
it.
Dean remembers with his fast internet speed, and Francisco.
Fair moves to 2.5. Jimmy Dean moves. There's so many people on the leaderboard. It's hard to find the name. Jimmy Dean. Jimmy Dean not on the board?
Oh, he's got to be.
I don't see him.
Maybe he's off his game tonight making sausages.
Okay, who was next?
Francisco.
Francesco.
Okay.
3.5. I'm surprised Ollie didn't say it sooner. Maybe he doesn't remember it. I don't remember it. I can't remember Djokovic beating Nadal at the U.S. Open. What year was that, Pete?
I think it was 2011, but don't quote me. Okay, here we go. Who did Rafa beat to win his first U.S. Open title? Who did Rafa beat to win his first U.S. Open title?
It would have been 2010. I can't remember.
Yes, Ollie's got it.
He returned the favor to the Joker
Yeah.
in 2010, right? Ollie's in 2010?
Yeah. Francisco's next. Thin Air's third. Nope, Thin Air didn't type it in right.
Francesco moves to 4 points. Nice job. And Venkatra Menon picked up a quarter point. Is that what you're telling me, Pete?
Yep, that's what I'm telling you. Okay, we got 2 questions left.
2 questions remaining, and it's virtually impossible for anyone to catch Ollie. So let's just congratulate Ollie on, I think it's first since 1969. Rod Laver. Ollie has won all 4 majors in tennis trivia. A little different than what Rod Laver did.
That is amazing.
But close enough for us.
We'll probably have to. He'll probably have to get a membership online because we can't send 6 lessons over to Scotland. So we're gonna trade.
Okay.
We'll make that place. Yeah.
Yeah, let's give Ollie TennisCon 3.
He's got it. He won that last night.
Oh, he's already won everything.
Yeah.
Next question.
He's going to win a Play Your Court membership. Okay.
Sweet.
Next question. How many U.S. Open titles does Woodford have in doubles? How many?
Ollie Oxenfree.
Jason wants to know, what's the secret, Ollie?
Franco, you're all wet.
David Lee.
Franco just walked.
Jason. David Lee. Jason. And Ball is Life. David Lee. Jason.
David Lee moves to 3.7. Ball's Life moves to 0.75. And who is the one with the quarter point?
Well, lost it. David Lee, Jason, and Ball is Life. Okay, this is the last one. This is a toughie. I think this one's almost impossible to get off the top of your head. If someone gets this off the top of their head, actually, it's okay if you Google it. But if you do finish first on this next question, at least come clean afterward and let us know if you had to Google it, if you actually knew it off the top of your head.
No, yeah, that's fine.
If you know this last question off the top of your head,
by the way, I'm going to give Patty Bandla a bonus point, a whole point.
Okay.
For specifying which ones were mixed doubles and which ones were doubles for Woody at the U.S. Open.
Okay, do it, Matt.
Do it, baby.
You're in charge of scoring.
I don't think it matters. I don't know if she can get third place. No. She may have a chance. No, she can't even get third place. All right.
Okay. If you know this question off the top of your head, you need to go out more often. Okay? Just saying. All right, here we go.
Oh, I know this because I was reading about it not that long ago.
Matt, you need to go out more often. Okay, here we go. Ready? What year was the U.S. Open tournament founded? What year was the U.S. Open tournament founded?
What year was the U.S. Open founded? I'll give you a hint. After Wimbledon.
Not 1965, 1900. No. There it is. Scott Meeks. David Luz.
I think Scott Meeks just locked up second place.
Nice. GJ second. David Luz third. Who's
GJ?
David Luz game tonight. He's usually faster on the dial.
Maybe he's watching a favorite show. He's kind of going back and forth.
He's watching.
So wait, David Luz joins the quarter club?
Yes.
You win a quarter.
Okay, be honest. The first person who got it, who was the first one who got the point?
I probably wouldn't have actually been able to nail it.
Scott, type below. Did you know that off the top of your head, or did you Google it? It's okay. You can let us know.
Did anyone know? It's okay. Yeah, type it because I probably wouldn't have nailed it. I knew it was in the 1880s. I just wouldn't have remembered exactly which year. David Luz knew it. Slow connection. Cheers, mate.
Scott has not answered us yet. He's going to come clean. Did you Google it or did you know it? David Lou said knew it. I read about it earlier this year. And Kenshman and Wiki knew it. Okay, he knew it.
Wow. All right.
We got some really smart players, Matt.
What is Franco eating? What are you eating? A napkin? He's eating a chicken sandwich.
Okay, guys. So that concludes. Ollie has won all 4 majors. Very impressed. Very handily. Easier than Federer. Easier than Laver. Maybe he is the greatest player of all time. All right. Awesome. So, again, second place was who, Matt? Because I need people to email me. If you came in second tonight, I want you to email me at crunchtimecoaching@gmail.com. Email me, please.
All right, let me talk. Tally. Ollie Payton wins with 12.5. Second place has got to be Scott Meeks with 5.75.
Scott Meeks, you're in second. Email me at crunchtime@gmail. I will.
Vin Katramanon almost repeated with a third place, but he is just shy because it looks like David Lee gets third place.
Okay, David Lee, email me, crunchtimecoaching@gmail.com. Let me know you came in third, and I will send you your stuff.
3.75.
I work with Scott. I'm going to put the link. We are on the home stretch. So if you have enjoyed TennisCon, I would very much appreciate it if you would buy a lifetime access pass. That would make me feel good, and it would give you a ton of amazing coaching. You can basically, you're building the ultimate library of coaching. This has been an honor to put together this year. It's been a lot of fun. This was awesome, says On Air. Thank you. I'm shaking, says Dave Lee. Nice. I'm glad. Yeah. So
Awesome.
we've had a great time with y'all.
Playing Grand Slam trivia, it's not easy. It's not easy on the nerves.
Yeah. I want a participation trophy, says Ringo.
No participation trophies tonight.
I'll give you a golf clap, Ringo. Very nice, as well as everybody. Matt, is there anything you'd like to say before we leave as we conclude?
A big thank you. Thank you to everyone who showed up. Thank you to our sponsors. Tonight's sponsor is Play Your Court Tennis. Of course, on French Open night, we had
Babolat.
Yeah, Babolat. Who else did we have?
Well, we've had the Tennis Fantasies because, this hat, how much is this hat worth? A freaking John Newcomb signed by
Thank you to the John Newcomb Tennis Ranch for hosting us. Thank you to Steve Cantardi and Tennis Fantasies. Of course, Babolat for giving us the autographed Rafa racket. And thanks to all of you who played.
And TennisCon 3.
And TennisCon 3.
And Coffee Break Tennis.
Coffee Break Tennis, which maybe I'll make one tonight. I'm pretty beat, though.
And Mr. Goat.
Thanks, Mr. Goat.
I think we're out. All right, Matt, do your sign off move.
See you.